keep up today. Huffing and puffing. Puffy mode day.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. We got the Z970R in here today. It's all cleaned up. We just did the 300-hour service on it, but wanted to show you guys what we're working with here. If you're a subscriber, you've probably already seen a video like this. This video is for our new subscribers so they can see what we're working with here. It's a John Deere Z970R. I believe it's a 2021 model year. And we're just going to start on the front here and give you guys an overview, and we're going to work in a clockwise motion. You'll notice here we have a 72-inch deck. For us, the most important thing is cutting the grass as fast as possible. We're a little bit less concerned with quality. We have a total of 7 acres here, and we just want to get it done quickly. So that's why we went with the 72-inch deck. There might be some circumstances where a 60-inch deck would be a little bit better. But starting at the front here, we do have the ZGlide Suspension. This has been absolutely phenomenal. And if you go to our Z970R playlist, you can see more in-depth reviews of this front end suspension. But we did get this sent to us by Green Farm Parts, and this has been absolutely phenomenal. This has been our second season with this. And this suspension on the front really absorbs a lot of the bumps, and you can mow a lot faster and a lot more comfortably when you have this, as opposed to not having any suspension on the front and just having forks that don't bounce at all. So Green Farm Parts, they sent us that for free. We don't get any money from them. However, they do give our viewers a 5% discount when you use the code DRYRUN. So if you're looking for ZGlide suspension, or if you're looking for parts for your zero turn or your John Deere, you can go to the site and use that code and get 5% off. Again, we get nothing from it, so that's all for you guys. Coming around here to the right side, we do have a chute blocker. This is super nice. This is not a mulch on demand deck. If you go with the 60-inch deck, you can get a mulch on demand, and that comes with a blocker as well. This is nice to use for 10 to 15 seconds at a time if you're coming up against a mulch bed, if you're driving around vehicles, and you're blowing grass out this side. It's nice to close off that chute. That way you're not having stones kicking on the cars, or you're not having grass go up into your mulch beds. So this is super nice. It does not turn your deck into a mulching deck. It does not mulch the grass. Honestly, it will clog up. If you just drive around with that thing on, it will clog up and it'll leave strips of grass along the right side. But the chute blocker is a nice addition for us, and I'm sure for you full-time landscapers. Coming over here to the right side joystick, this button right here is the PTO shutoff. So if you're coming up and you want to shut the PTO off, you can press that button and you don't have to reach down here, take your hand off the steering stick and turn it off there. But here along the right side of the zero turn, you got your mowing height adjustment. Super easy. John Deere has really made some improvements on this knob over the year, but you can lock your deck in the up position, and you can also lock it down with this knob right here. When you have it in the up position, you can very easily adjust your cutting height right there. Here's your PTO turn on and off. Here's your hour meter, key, choke, and your throttle. Very convenient spot right off of the right armrest. Very easy to use. Coming around to the back here, it does have a Kawasaki 35 horsepower engine. I believe that it's perfect for this size deck. Your oil is right here, very easy to reach. Your air filter is here, so you can pop that off and clean it out after each mow. The oil drain plug is right here. John Deere did a real good job designing that. to make for easy homeowner oil changes. We did have one issue with this engine this year. I do believe it was a fuel issue. If I can find a video to show you what the engine sounded like for a little bit, I'll post that. But we did do the 300-hour service on this, and the issue has stopped. It's no longer making the noise, so I do think it was a fuel issue. Coming around the left side here, convenient location for your fuel fill up, nothing special there. And here's your fuel gauge. We do have the tweels. That's a nice upgrade. I don't know that I will ever buy a mower without those again. You have increased traction, and that's because you have more surface area, surface contact, and you don't have to worry about your tires going flat. And I do believe that these tweels absorb the bumps a little bit more, so you can mow a lot faster. Coming up here to the left steering stick, this is your hydraulic lift for the deck. I don't know if you can see that. This button right here will raise and lower the deck. Again, 72-inch deck. Park and brake right here. You have some rubberized foot stops right there to help absorb. Super easy to get up underneath here and clean out the deck. And then the best thing about this zero turn is the Comfort Glide seat. You can dial in your weight, and that will help absorb bumps as you're mowing up and down. And then with the Comfort Glide seat, you can lock the seat in place, or you can have it float back and forth about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Helps make the ride a little bit more comfortable. So that's our Z970R. We use that to mow our 7.2 acres. We probably mow about 4 to 5 acres every single week. We don't mow this area, the tall grass right there. We don't mow that every week, but yeah, for the most part, about 4 to 5 acres here that we mow. And this has been an absolute blessing for us. So if you have any questions, let us know down below.